Elon Musk recently announced a Department of Government Efficiency, and since it has no real brand yet, I decided to make one with a $100 budget. But in order to verify that it could pass Elon's quality standards, we're then gonna test it inside of government offices and see if we could pass as real agents. But hold up, you may be wondering what got me to this. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I got this tweet from Elon that says that the Department of Government Efficiency merch will be fire. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt like he was speaking directly to me. Since Doge was created to cut unnecessary government spending, and the mission of this channel is to help entrepreneurs build brands on a budget, it felt like it was a calling that I needed to answer. The goal of this video is to create something so amazing on such a crazy low budget that it captures the attention of Elon and Vivek, and they decide to work with us on an official capacity. So I started by putting together a collaborative board where I compiled important design elements that Elon seems to gravitate towards between all of his companies. Then I hit up my man Trent and we got to creating the game plan for this collection, which we also agreed should include an official Doge badge. I contacted our team member Rachel and I asked her to include design elements such as the Shiba Inu as well as Dogecoin. Not to forget to mix the traditional government agency badge design, because the goal is to be able to show up somewhere and have people believe we are official. But since we're on a budget and need a gold-plated badge, I reached out to Josh, who manufactures metal signs. And even though he doesn't make these, he agreed to take on the challenge of making us one. So with these ideas now finalized and the A-team assembled, it was time for us to start making this dream a reality. Beginning with the Doge badge, which our team member Rachel took on. But very quickly we encountered our first challenge. How do we make something look official yet still play off the meme that Doge is known for? Our solution was in using a traditional badge element such as this shape, as well as the wreath design. However, we also needed to sprinkle in what Dogecoin is known for, such as the circuitry. And for the dog, we were originally gonna go for a very funny Shiba Inu style of dog, but then we decided on using a Shiba Inu that demanded authority and subliminally said, "How much are you spending here?" And with the badge design completed, it was time for us to make the uniform.
When John first hit me up about this project, my immediate reaction was yes. I already have ideas on my head. I was just waiting for you to call me. So I went on, did my Googles and found some official, FBI, HSI. So the jackets are really plain. Block font, bold, US flag, the name of the department, and a badge. Same format, I put it center back of the chest, over the chest on the jacket. As far as putting efficiency at the bottom, I just felt like that had to be at the bottom of the design.
And since the goal of this video is to show Elon and his team that you can make an official uniform for under $100, remember, we're trying to cut down on costs. We don't want them to have to go take it to the cleaners. And
we want this jacket to last them the rest of their career.
We're making everything that you see here using streetcrafter.com, which makes it possible to create quality professional products at home.
So what does government do when they're waiting for work to get done?
What do they do when they're waiting for work?
Nothing. You get paid. Very inefficient.
Yeah. And once the vinyls were cut, we started the weeding process, which removes any excess materials and leaves us with the designs we're gonna heat press on the jacket. Now, the placement of the design onto the garment is the most important part of the sampling process, as a crooked placement can make this item look bootleg, and Elon wouldn't go for that. So we're putting it on right now because sometimes when you design something flat, it may look good on the table, but when you wear it, it curves. But now that we marked our locations, it's time to put it into the heat press and start seeing this thing come to life. We're gonna start by pressing the big back design and then work our way to the front details. Now the trick is to make sure you have consistent heat and pressure to make sure that the materials are locked in for life. And check it out, the first peel of this jacket is finally here. And while Trent continues pressing the jacket, I wanted to see how much the government is currently spending on uniforms for federal agencies. After some Google searches, Grok, and ChatGPT, I found that on average they spend upwards of $800 per employee per year. And after diving into it, I found that this also includes boots and belts, but I still feel we can pull this off at a fraction of their current budget and be seen as legitimate by those looking at us for the first time. There it is. Check it out, check it out. Got the front, got the badge, got the American patch. And right now you may be wondering, yo, what about the badge? Well, it just so happened to work out that I was heading to Completeful during the making of this video. So we're gonna be able to give you a walkthrough of this entire process. which begins by laser cutting a sheet of metal, polishing it, and then gold plating it in a chemical type of bath. The design was then laser etched and was ready for us to take within minutes. And once I returned home, it was now time to put it to the ultimate test. Will we pass as real agents? Here it is, man.
Damn. That looks great, bro.
Does it look real?
It does.
Yeah. I hope I don't get arrested.
No.
I will call you if I do.
You'll do great, man.
Thank you.
I'll call you when you're at CCDC.
But before we enter real government buildings, we decided to test it out in public and see what people thought. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Have you guys heard of Doge? Sorry? Have you guys heard of Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you think about it? Do you think Trump and Elon will be able to cut the deficiency?
They gotta try.
They're gonna try? Yeah? What do you think about this uniform? We designed it for them.
Notice that nice.
You guys like it?
I do.
Visit California.
That should be on the list, right?
No, why?
So we're designing and hopefully we're gonna send it out to them, see if they use it.
Oh, really? Oh, even better. Okay.
Yeah, wish us luck.
Awesome,
Yeah,
thank
good
you.
luck with that.
And thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Now, some people were pumped about this design, and it felt like we really pulled it off.
Guys, have a good one. Thank you.
Until
So, guys. Oh, man. It's a big dog.
what kind of
What breed is that?
Oh,
Quarter giant. Holy cow.
have you heard of Doge before? The Department of Government Efficiency?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think Trump and Elon will be able to do anything? With mixed results from the general public, I'm not gonna lie and say I wasn't feeling a little anxious about entering government buildings, but it was now or never. All right, are you ready, Brendan?
I gotta work tomorrow, man, so I don't know.
So at this first location, we got the cops right outside. Now it seemed that the first government buildings we went to had the police outside. So we decided to avoid an instant go to jail free card and drove to a different part of town to try again. All right, you guys, now we're going into the county building. Now this is where a lot of business gets done. Let's go inside. We heard of Doge, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does this look like an official uniform?
No.
It doesn't? Oh, man. How's it going, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Question for you. Have you heard of Doge? Does this look like a real uniform? Yeah? Does it look official?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda? 50-50?
Yeah, 50-50.
Okay. Does this look like a real Doge uniform? Have you heard of Doge before? Does it look real or not?
Like a Halloween costume.
It looks like a Halloween costume. Thank you. And after all this work, it was time for us to put it to the ultimate test. Would City Hall officials believe us, or is this all a wash? Making our way in there. Oh, there's a real police there. All right, we're gonna ask them. How's it going, sir? Have you heard of Doge before? Department of Government Efficiency? You haven't heard of Doge yet? Yeah. It's started by Elon Musk. It's about like they're working with lawmakers to help with efficiency in the government. And I chickened out, guys. So we designed the badge and we did everything. We just wanted to come in here see if anybody thought it looked like a real uniform or not. Does it look real or no? Does it? All right, bro. Appreciate it. The police and high security measures at this government building really took me by surprise. Walking out like a dog with my tail between my legs, I remembered a recent story I saw on the news where they discovered that a government entity was passing on massage services, first-class travel, and even golf expenses to taxpayers. So I made my way over to a local office to question the director in charge. This time, I'll be acting like a real Doge agent. Good morning, my name is Agent Dela Cruz. Is Mr. Valencia in today?
Yep, he's right down the hall.
On the floor. Come in. Good morning, Mr.
Pleasure.
Agent Dela Cruz with the Department of Government Efficiency, badge number 47 here. Now I'm here to investigate some of the allegations that the office had, such as spending money on massages, first class travel, golf, and entertainment. Oh shit.
Get out of here. Out of here.
The uniform alone gets strong reactions, and that aligns with what Doge is all about, to let the government know that the people are watching. And even though we couldn't 100% prove that this looked official, we did come under budget, as the uniform was actually only $53.50. The badge was under $20. So we brought this under that $100 budget. And this goes to prove to Elon that you can make something look like quality and official and not have to spend thousands of dollars. So Elon, if you're watching, hit us up and let's make it happen.